enough is enough. That is the phrase that is now echoing across political circles, across social media platforms, across television interviews, and inside party meetings. Strong words have been released from a rival camp, and the tone is clear. They are no longer speaking softly. They are no longer choosing quiet diplomacy. They are sending a direct message that they believe something must change. The atmosphere in the political space has shifted.
It is statements that once sounded measured are now sounding firm. Press conferences that used to be routine are now charged with emotion. Supporters are repeating the phrase, "enough is enough," as a sign that patience, in their view, is running thin. But what exactly triggered this explosive reaction? Over the past weeks, discussions around governance, economic direction, and national priorities have intensified. The ruling side continues to defend its policies, and explaining that reforms take time and that long-term stability requires difficult adjustments. They insist that the foundation being built today will secure tomorrow. However, the rival camp argues that ordinary Nigerians need visible relief now, not only promises of future improvement. This difference in perspective has now grown louder. The rival camp is questioning whether the current direction is producing enough tangible results. They are pointing to economic pressure, rising expectations,
and the mood among citizens. They are saying that leadership must feel the urgency that citizens feel. That is why the phrase "enough is enough" has become their rallying call. Behind the public statements, there is strategy. Politics is never only about emotion, it is also about timing. When a rival camp chooses strong language, it usually means they believe the public mood is shifting. They are trying to connect with frustration, to position themselves as an alternative voice,
and to show that they are listening. At rallies and media briefings, spokespersons from the rival camp have emphasized accountability. They are demanding clearer timelines, clearer metrics, and more transparency. They are not just criticizing, they are attempting to present themselves as ready to take responsibility if given the opportunity. Meanwhile, the ruling side has responded calmly but firmly. They have stated that reforms in security, infrastructure, and economic management cannot be rushed recklessly. They are urging citizens to evaluate progress objectively rather than emotionally. They are also reminding the public that structural changes require patience. This exchange has created a dynamic political environment. Supporters from both sides are highly active online. Every speech is analyzed. Every sentence is debated. Every gesture is interpreted. The energy is intense, but so far it remains within democratic boundaries. In previous disagreements, the language was sharp but controlled. This time the tone carries more urgency. The rival camp is not simply disagreeing, they are signaling that they believe a threshold has been reached. Citizens watching from home are divided. Some agree with the rival camp and say the pressure on households is real. Others support the government and say long-term stability matters more than quick fixes.
And this split in public opinion is what makes the situation politically significant. Another factor adding weight to this moment is the approaching political calendar. Even though elections may still be some time away, positioning begins early. Political camps test their messaging. They evaluate public reactions. They strengthen alliances. Strong words are sometimes a way of testing how far public sympathy extends. The phrase "enough is enough" is powerful because it is simple. It is emotional.
It is easy to repeat. It gives supporters something to rally around. In politics, simple messages often travel faster than complex explanations. At the same time, the ruling side understands this dynamic. That is why their communication has also become more active. They are highlighting projects, announcing initiatives, and emphasizing achievements. They are trying to counter the narrative before it gains too much ground. One side is saying progress is happening and patience is required. The other side is saying progress is too slow and urgency is required. That is the core of the showdown. There is also a generational dimension to this reaction. Young people are increasingly vocal. They want visible change in employment opportunities, education quality, and business support. Any political message that resonates with youth tends to gain momentum quickly. The rival camp appears to be tapping into that sentiment. They are using direct language that connects emotionally. Meanwhile, the government is responding with structured explanations and policy details. Both approaches have their audience. Security remains another sensitive area. Whenever there are national security discussions, public emotion rises. The rival camp is asking whether strategies are sufficient. The ruling side insists that coordinated efforts are ongoing and improvements are measurable. These debates are serious and must remain responsible. Now, it is important to note that strong political language does not automatically mean instability. In a democracy, disagreement is normal. What matters is how leaders manage that disagreement. So far, both sides are staying within the framework of debate rather than hostility. Behind closed doors, meetings are happening. Political strategists are studying polling data. Advisors are refining talking points. Public speeches are being carefully crafted. Nothing is accidental at this stage. Some observers believe this explosive reaction is a calculated move to energize supporters. Others believe it reflects genuine frustration within the rival camp. The truth may include elements of both. Let us also consider regional balance. Political leaders know that national unity is crucial. Strong language must be used carefully to avoid unnecessary division. That is why, even when words are firm, they are often followed by calls for peace and stability. Then the next few weeks will likely bring more statements, more interviews, and more counter-arguments. Each side will attempt to shape the story. Each side will attempt to define what enough truly means. For citizens, the key is to stay informed, listen to both perspectives, evaluate evidence, avoid emotional reactions. Democracy works best when citizens are thoughtful and engaged. If the rival camp's message gains traction, it could shift political alliances. If the ruling side successfully demonstrates measurable improvement, it could neutralize the momentum. This is a delicate balance. The phrase "enough is enough" is not just about criticism. It is about timing, positioning, and perception. It is about capturing a moment in public consciousness. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more updates